Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaste. Yes, I am physically here, but my heart is still with my brothers and sisters. I care about them. That's why what thought I need to take this video. Um, so one of the things which I came across and I have been following is this article from New York Times, which came this Saturday and indicates about India has passed 1 million cases, and the research says that research by MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, indicates that India will be the worst hit country in the world by end of next year. There are a lot of health foundation experts and everyone has given opinion, but no one has spoken about how to handle it and what could be done. So I feel like we are all ignorant and thought we should make this video because this video is going to speak about the strength and weakness of us during COVID-19. So the problem is the strength and weakness seems to be the same thing. Whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, our ancient wisdom is what the strength, and it's also the way how it is treated is our weakness. I want to start with what is good, what is happening, and what are the, so when we start about ancient wisdom, everyone thinks kya bakwas kar raha hai, what a stupid theory it is, what is it, there is no fact, there is no science, there is no data. Okay, let me give background of me too. I'm 20 years as a data science and I have been in data analytics good enough to understand what the value of data is. So coming back on the strength, what we see mainly is there is a trump card. Actually, that's how one of the minister also says, SIDDHA is the trump card in TN. So what is SIDDHA and how it has been more efficient? We'll look into the more details. And before we jump in, I wanted to show that what has been the mortality rate and where India is. It's roughly around 2.9%. Okay, so think about a couple of million people and even 3% mortality is going to be very bad. That's the reason everyone thinks, oh, in a couple of weeks, people get back home and few lose their life. But the intention of this recording is no life should be lost when we have everything. That's what the data is showing. So one of the efficient ways we can manage is through the Indian traditional medicine system, which is now Ayush, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. Luckily, one specific system has been very promising, and everyone would be wondering how come one ancient system would have figured it out. So this is one example of an ancient Siddha quote, which shows about the symptoms and what happens with COVID-19. And actually, if you see, that has been a research paper, and the smell and taste dysfunction, and that is clearly exactly same as what has been indicated in one of the ancient documentation which is related to Siddha. So if you look into more details of it, it also shows, so there is a lot of science in here. If you see how they figure out a medicine when nowhere in the world they could find out, and the modern medicine could do nothing, and they're still struggling and taking a chance of clinical trials, which is nothing but trying to see all million combination of some chemicals to see its effectiveness. But here we are speaking about people who had figured it out and documented it for specific symptoms and specific issues, what should be done. So here, people are using specific Siddha medicine, which is part of the approved Government of India traditional medicinal system, and the medications are already available. If you see here, it's kind of the indicators of the thing is exactly matching. So that's how they figured out, oh, so we have a similarity in the way the symptoms are showing up. So let's treat with the same medicine, which whether it has effectiveness. So that is how one of the ways. So there has been some science behind why specific medicines have been effective, because we already, the ancient siddhas, or who have been the research scientists who are available a couple of thousand years back, whom we can portray as a different forms. But the bottom line is they had figured it out, and they had documented, and they had been able to do a lot of checks and balances, and figure out what is the right cure for the medicine for this kind of viral issues, and what has antiviral capabilities. So let's everyone will be looking for, oh, we need some journals to publish this. Yes, there are some journals which have started publishing, and we'll look into the specific details of how effective it had been. And also wanted to show the other effect of how the modern medicine handles patients, and how how our traditional systems work. So traditional systems does one thing better. So if I go back into this, guess what it is? So it's basically saying it's not a cricket ground or any park where people are just spending some time relaxing. Actually, this is a corona care center. So the way SIDDHA treats also is